All right. Hi, everyone. First and foremost, thank you for working with me yesterday when I was not feeling well. Um, I appreciate it. I slept most of the day. And so I apologize that this is getting to you late, but better late than never. So we did finish up with the power sources, and I'm just going to go ahead and move forward to keep this video as short as possible. All right, so moving forward to communication in small groups, we talked about who has power, why they have power, why that would make sense that they would have power. But then we go into making decisions. And there's a couple different types of decisions we can make. Consensus decision. This is where everybody is agreeing, we're all on the same page, and not just agreeing because we don't want to disrupt harmony, we actually all agree. Authority decision is when the leader is going to make the decision. So whoever has the power, they are going to make the decision for the entire group. Moving forward, majority decision, this is when you vote. So maybe we have two really strong candidates for uh, characters in our story, right? And we vote on it as a group. Majority wins, right? Expert opinion decision. So those who are best informed are going to make the decisions. This could be somebody who is in the group or somebody who is not in the group. And then random decision. This is leaving the chance, not the chance, leaving the choice to fate. So flipping a coin, randomly deciding what you're going to do, letting Siri decide. Okay. Moving forward, we've talked about power. Now we've talked about um, decision making. So we open it up to all of the group phases. There are four group phases, I'm sorry. They annoy me because they all rhyme. I hate that it's all cutesy, but it's the group phases of forming, storming, norming, performing, and in some books it even says adjourning. Yeah, it's annoying. Forming, trying to figure each other out, figuring out our own expectations, figuring out other people's expectations of ourselves, of the other group members, but we are just forming the group. We're just getting to know each other. Storming is conflicts happen here. We're sharing our ideas, we're sharing our feelings, our thoughts. And because we're sharing them, they're then challenged. So in this storming stage, we're kind of doing some brainstorming, but also the storming can happen because we can have the potential for conflict here. Norming, this is where our roles and responsibilities are very clear, they're accepted, our norms are established. So if we know that I'm going to be late to every meeting by 5 minutes, you're not going to get there until 8:05 or whatever time we're supposed to start. Or you won't start the group meeting until 8:05. Performing, this is the action phase. You are working on your specific tasks to help move the group forward. Okay. The adjourning stage, which they talk about in other books, is all about you finish the task at hand, but you get together one last time as a group to just kind of celebrate the end of it. Um, it's kind of a annoying phase, I guess. I don't know. All right. So leaderships in small groups. We have different styles of leaderships, and that matters because not every style is going to work with everybody, or not one style is going to work with every single person. And so, with that, when we're talking about leadership, we need to also divvy out teams. Teams are a very high functioning group. So, all teams are groups, but not all groups are teams. This means that not all groups have the same level of high functioning needs to accomplish specific goals, right? Um, it could be that you guys just get together and chat, but you don't really have high functioning goals where it requires critical thinking. Okay. That leads into stylistic approaches. First is an autocratic leader. So these are dictators, my way or the highway. Some of you might have grown in a very autocratic style household where your parents said, it is you live under my roof, you abide by my rules, right? Um, It is that you're going to do as I say. Ooh, sorry, self-directed work teams is kind of cut off at the bottom, but democratic leaders. These individuals act more as moderators because they want other people to share their opinions and ideas. And then everybody comes to the decision together as a big group, right? So a democratic leader might say, okay, well, so and so had a great idea on this, and then so did somebody else. So let's go ahead and chit chat about all of those ideas and then figure out which one would work best. Then we talk about laissez-faire leaders. These are leaders who take hands-off approaches and let groups lead themselves. Um, the good thing, this is a good leadership and a bad leadership. I mean, all of them could be good or bad, but this one you can either be hands off, but still the managing leader, or you could just be hands off and you have no control, right? So laissez-faire, I mean, my boss, Dr. Matt Walker, is a laissez-faire leader, but he's a good one where he trusts that I'm going to be teaching what I'm supposed to be teaching, so he doesn't have to come down the hall and check in on me every single day. Okay. Self-directed work teams. These are teams that meet together before they branch off to do their individual work and then come back together as a group. You might see this a lot in your group projects for classes. Um, it could be that you're assigned this part, you're assigned this part, I'm assigned this part. Go off, do your parts, let's put them back together. We'll meet back together when we're putting them together. And maybe that's how you handle this part of the or this project as well. But you meet together as a group and then you do your work and then you come back as a group. All right. Leadership emergence. First of all, we can deal with electing and assigning. That's what most of it is. Either people run for the leadership position or they're assigned leadership position based on skills or qualifications that they have, but it can also be a method of residues. So every single member has the potential to be the group leader, especially in this group project, right? It's a low stakes project. This is why y'all are not a team. I mean, you're high functioning, but it's low stakes, so it's a little different. But you each have the chance to become the group leader, and then one member will be eliminated until only one leader remains, right? So it's one of those where things come up and this leader handled it really well and this one didn't. So the leader who handled it well will continue on in the race for leadership. Okay. I do believe that is, yeah, it. So if you've not read chapter 12, the chapter that I just finished, please do so. Read chapter 13 for Monday, and I will see you in class then. All right, I'm going to stop the share and then end. Bye, y'all.